Welcome back, everybody. So, as you can see, I think we're finally getting around to the car kit that I promised you guys a while back, and just, yeah, hadn't got to it. There's a lot in it. Um, it's since the weather's starting to get colder and whatnot, I needed to change a few things and pull a few things out and add some things. So I figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and do this. So it is getting a little later in the day, so there will be some shadows going on here and there. So hopefully it's not too bad. Um, we'll get through it, I guess. And of course, I don't have every single thing in here that a person might need. I've just got some, well, maybe more than some, but a lot of it, though, I've pulled out from how I've had it stacked and arranged in there so it would go just a little bit quicker as going through things. So I don't normally leave it just scattered about like this, but oh well. So, yeah, that being said, maybe a little bit of shadowing here and there, but I'll try to do my best to keep that to a minimum. So, let's go ahead and jump right in, I guess, and I'll show you a bunch of stuff. So, also keep in mind throughout this that I do keep other items in my car. I've got like an EDC bag, of course, that I keep with me all the time in the front of the car that has a lot of other items in it as well. And, some other tools and whatnot up in the front of the car. So, some things you may not see back here that you think might ought to be in here, they might be. They might just be up front. So, anyway, here we go. We'll just start right here. So this backpack here practically has nothing in it. It's just clothes in there, actually. Kind of the main reason, just to hold the clothes, but it'd be easy to pull it out, switch clothes out, whatever. Plus, just to have an extra bag in there, to where if I did want to load some of this stuff up in it, I could for whatever reason. So we'll get that out of the way. Oh, and that rope that's sitting on there is just on there for sake of being on there. Mainly it's 3/16 by 100 Atwood rope, which is about the best, really. So there's that out of the way. So looking back up in here, uh-oh, something's hooked. There we go. Alright, so this here obviously is the bag for something else in there, but it's a pretty decent little mesh bag. So what I've done here is I've put a lot of my shelter components in here. So this has got one of those plastic drop cloth, like painting drop cloths in there, and some of the white bank line, and some tarp clips and bungee straps and things of that nature. And there's 4 of those like contractor type demolition bags that are made out of like the Tyvek material, that are plastic lined and pretty much waterproof. So there's 4 of those in there, and they're the 55 gallon, so they're real big and super heavy duty. And then, of course, one of the Night Eyes figure 9s on there, just in case. Never know when you might need that. I'll just kind of move that to the side there. So then, moving along, the next thing. This is one of the reflective vests, just in case, you do have a breakdown, need to change a tire, anything like that on the highway, whatever the case may be. You got a little bit of reflectivity, and hopefully people will see you, because, people aren't exactly the brightest nowadays. All right. The yellow you can see right there, without having to pull it all completely out, is the rain suit that fits that. Which, it's not lightweight and highly mobile. It's one of the thick, heavy duty. Really, I used it for working. Really, I used to do a job where I had to kind of work in the rain a little bit, and that was the only thing that held up. I tried the frog togs and all that, and they wouldn't hold up. They wouldn't last 5 minutes actually working in them because they're so thin. I mean, they're great if you're not doing anything strenuous, like say for hunting or something. They would be great because you just go and sit down. They're great for that, but not for actual work. So I got those. Underneath of those, I've got two of the, let's see, I think they're 7x9 maybe, something like that. I'm pretty sure they're 7x9 tarps, two of those underneath that. And then right there is a couple blankets just to have for warmth. Another little neat item under here that I keep. This is a Slim Jim kit. It's got all your little Slim Jim bars and your wedges and your rods to where you can reach in and unlock vehicles. I've actually had to use this several times. Not for me though, of course. For some other people, there was a trucker one day that locked his keys in his truck, and he used the Slim Jim bar, and was able to unlock his door and get on the road again. So it worked out. He was thrilled. Thought it was pretty neat. Okay, moving right along. Don't want to spend too much time. This is full of food, and I decided to go ahead and put it in the metal container. That way I wouldn't have to really worry about varmints or parasites, anything like that, getting into it, because around here there's a lot of mice that like to get it into things they don't need to be in. So it's just full of, there's like a couple of field stripped MREs in there, and a mountain house, and just some other stuff. Of course, the MRE heaters are in there too, and those actually have the little saltwater packs in them to activate the heater, so you don't have to have any extra water. So that's kind of good. There's also another little bag in there with like utensils and salt and pepper and all that jazz. So there's that. Move that out of the way. Go ahead and go to this, I guess, next. So obviously, I'm sure you can tell right away what this is. And that's exactly what this is. Little shoulder strap on it. Nothing serious. Actually, I had got like 5 of these bags from Sportsman's Guide, and I think it was 5 of them for like 12 or 13 bucks, I'm thinking. And it wasn't bad. They're actually a pretty good bag. They're I don't know, of course, one of the overseas military surplus, I can't remember which one, but it seems like, I can't remember, but anyway, they're kind of like a rubberized coating on it. You just pull these straps, it opens up. And then, of course, inside there, got one of these little Life Gear first aid deals. They're actually not too bad. I think I found some of these. They were only like $5, and they had 4 of them. And I bought all 4 of them because really, I mean, they're fairly decent. See if I can flatten this out enough maybe to where you can see what all's in it. Not going to read it all off. It'll take too long, but just so you can see. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, all that for like $5, you can't really beat that. So like I said, I bought all of them and distributed them around. And then this is one that I made up from one of the Walmart containers. And of course, yes, it is super high vis with reflective tape and glow in the dark and caution and blah blah blah. I just wanted it to be able to be seen. But inside here, you know, I don't know if you can see through it, but yeah, you can. So, you know, there's quick clot in there, there's trauma shears, there's triangle bandages, there's my goodness, some mylar blankets, of course, all kinds of band-aids and pads and wraps and hand sanitizer and blah blah blah. Now, I don't keep a tourniquet in this kit because I keep the tourniquet up front in the other kit, so it's easy access. Now, I should probably go ahead and get an additional one to put in this kit, but I haven't. Like I said, I do have a couple triangle bandages in here, and I mean, those can be improvised. I mean, I know they're not quite as good, but you know, this thing just has a big main pocket, couple of little pockets here, and it actually has a flap that folds over that, but I don't want to use that. Couple little pockets here, so for the few bucks that I paid for it, I don't think it was a bad deal at all. So anyways, there is that. Alright, and I'll just kind of move this stuff out of the way as we go best I can. Alright, so these items I put up here just to kind of represent all the other types of items that I have up front. You know, there's a little binocular there, and this is that little battle box fire extinguisher. I couldn't think of anything else to do with it besides put it in the car. I mean, I doubt it would probably extinguish a car fire, but I don't know, maybe it would hold it back long enough for me to get out of it. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know what else to do with it. I ain't gonna strap it on and wear it around. What are you gonna do with that little tiny fire extinguisher? I don't know if that thing could put out a fatwood fire or not, but anyway, moving along. A pair of gloves here, and of course just some extra oil, and here's that big old gas can that came in the battle box. Again, figured that would be alright for a spare little gas can to have. Why not? I do keep a full-size axe in here, and it is a cheap one, and it does also have a cover. I just took it off for speed's sake here, but I don't know, this thing I think's $20 or something like that, but it's not too bad. I mean, I kind of figured if anything it would probably be used to extricate somebody from a car or something. I didn't want anything real nice. So now this bag here, this of course is a military duffel, and I tried to keep everything I could in bags or pouches or whatever, in case, you know, I were to need to move the items to another vehicle or whatever. It could be done fairly quickly and easily. So that was kind of the intent on that. I really hate that we're getting that shadow. Maybe I can move a little bit more stuff around here to where maybe it won't be so bad. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that'll be a little better, and then I'll come over to this side. Alright, and I'll just pull stuff out of here, so we'll go pretty quick, but that is just a little stainless steel water bottle kit, you know, with the cup, stove, etc., Sawyer filter, blah, blah, blah. There is a video on this particular water bottle set I've got. Some videos further on back, so if you want to know more about that, check that out. So I bet you can't guess what that is, and it's your pretty well average fire kit there. Got one of the Gerber ferro rods with the built-in striker, and wet fire, and fat wood, and magnesium, and I've also got in here some of the homemade fire tenders and some Vaseline cotton balls and matches and lighters and pretty much anything and everything you might need to start a fire. So you can't get one going with this kit. You need to swim to the surface. Probably have a better chance. So alright, moving on. Trying to go pretty quick here, guys. Just an old flashlight with a built-in whistle, though. I don't think it works worth a darn. But one thing neat, though, about this flashlight is, of course, you know, you've got your main beam there, but also it's got, let me turn that off, hold on. See, it's got some LEDs on the bottom, so as you're holding it like this and walking, it's shining out in front of you. See, I'll turn that one off. That's just the bottom ones there. So that would be shining on the ground in front of you as you're walking. Just kind of neat, a little different. So, moving along here. This is just kind of a little tool bag, basically, with some odds and ends in it. Of course, I do keep the more I light my fire in there. Good knife, can't go wrong with that. So in here is just kind of some odds and ends, a little transfer pump, some glow sticks, duct tape, a little razor knife, one of those Silcock keys, another flashlight, some bungee cords. Let's see. Yeah, there's some other stuff in there, but nothing amazing anyway. So we'll move that. Okay, we got some glow-in-the-dark rope there. A gigantic zip tie. What is this? This is a pack towel. You know what that is. And then we've got some more just regular towels, like hand towel size. Some baby wipes. A regular plastic sack. A random mask floating around, which there was some more of these in that med kit along with rubber gloves and all that junk. Okay. This is that simple strap that came in that battle box, which actually it's kind of neat. The rubber it's made out of, I think it'd be really good to use to wrap tools with. That's what I think it'd work good for, but haven't tried it yet, obviously. I just threw it in here, never know. Maybe need it, maybe not. Okay. Hammock. rain fly for the hammock. One of the SOL emergency tarps. So this one is the one that's orange on one side, which I think you can see that peeking through. Orange on one side, and then the Mylar, and this is the heavier duty one. So keep one of those in there. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a second in here. I just didn't do it. And then we've got a 3/8 by 50. This is also the Atwood. Really good, high quality American made rope right there. Alright, let's see. Bag of road flares. Never know when you might need those. Little pack of jersey gloves. And we're almost down to the tool section, so I figured that would be the part you guys would enjoy the most. That's the part I enjoy the most. So that's that little flagging kit that came in a battle box. Let's see. Alright, so Stanley cook pot kit here. There's a couple of pots in it. I don't know, a bunch of stuff in there actually. So there's that for cooking or disinfecting water or whatever you need to do with it, it's in there. And then here we've got another Coleman rain jacket. Alright. Whoa, avalanche. Okay, no worries. So we'll get to the tools because we're just about done here. So I do keep one of the Schrade SCX2 in here. Of course, it's more like a hatchet, but it's sharp though. It's actually like the first time I've ever seen them coat it all the way to the edge, but they did. I guess they coated it after the fact. I don't know. I'm not sure how they did it, but it's alright. It does fine. Okay, so there's that. And then I keep one of the cold steel, trying to make sure the focus isn't being weird. So this is one of the cold steel Bushman Bowies. I keep it in here, which I've got a shaft for it, you know, already made up, so I can stick it on there just in case I were to need a spear, you know, for protesters or whatever. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh, stocking cap, another set of gloves. Okay. This cold steel kukri. Step out of the car with that, which actually I usually keep this up front, believe it or not, in case I do run into protesters. Gotta go quick, we're running out of time. So the cold steel special forces shovel, or Spetsnaz shovel, whatever you want to call it, and it is sharp and you can throw it. They are an awesome shovel. Let's see, so in this bag here's a piece of equipment you guys haven't seen yet. So that, set it in here just so you can get an idea of how big this thing is. That thing is huge. But this is the Silky Big Boy 2000. And this thing is capable of cutting some serious wood. So, I mean, just putting my hand in front of the blade, I don't have small hands, but you can see, I mean, you'd be capable of cutting some serious logs with this thing. So, I do keep it in here. Or usually if I go to the woods doing anything, this goes with me. And of course it's got the large teeth on it. Just keep it in this little military surplus bag. Got that on there in case I want to throw it over my shoulder. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Got one of those little cans of, like the Sterno can, basically. Water bottle in here that'll fit the Sawyer. But yeah, that was a pretty quick crash course rundown on kind of the vehicle kit and what I keep in it. So, I mean, I know it's not perfect. I'm going to go through it, of course, now that I've destroyed it, and maybe pull some stuff out and add some stuff since it is getting to be winter time. All summer long, of course, I do keep water in here as well. I pulled it out, obviously, because it's going to be freezing temperatures here just any time, and obviously it's kind of hard to keep water in your vehicle when it's freezing outside. So anyway, that being said, we will move to the next piece. So, oh, wait, real quick, I forgot, very important, attached to the bag, do keep a rape whistle. So anyway, I didn't check exactly, but I know there's been some more subscribers. So I'm thinking we're getting really darn close. Really darn close. I think we're only a few away. So hopefully by the end of this weekend, we'll be drawing a winner on that knife. So let's get those subs in, guys, and we will get that thing sent out. And I hope you all enjoyed the kit. If you've got any questions or thoughts of how I could do it better, or things maybe I should add that I haven't, or things I haven't thought of, put it in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.